Hey everybody, it's Julie from A Beautiful Horizon, and today we are doing go-to recipes. This is a collab put together by Mariah from the Babcocks, and so I'll have a list of other videos in the description box to get even more ideas. So I'm totally stoked about this collab. So today I'm making taco salad, and this is my go-to because it can feed a variety of food preferences and eating styles and diets and all that sort of thing, because everybody can pick what they want to put on their plate. It's also a great way to use up whatever you have in your refrigerator. So you can just throw it all in there. There are a few things that I would normally have that I don't have today, but I'm still going to film this video because this is real life, and sometimes I just don't have certain things. So normally I would have black olives as well. I would also have some chips maybe, or today I'm going to be making tortillas, or you could just make rice and put everything on top of rice. So those are a few things that I'm missing. Also guacamole or avocado would have been great too. But today I'm keeping it a little bit more simple, but I'll show you what I am serving today, and then you can do what works for you and your family. But I just love having a buffet style meal when people are coming over and they can choose whatever they want. Okay, so for the sake of convenience for filming this, I'm going to be using my Instant Pot. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on saute mode. And you could do this on the stove. I'm doing it here because it's just easier to film this way than if my head was in the microwave. So I'm gonna go ahead and put 2 pounds, there we go, sauteing. 2 pounds of ground beef. You could also do ground turkey or pork for that matter if you want to. And I'm doing 2 because it's always nice to have some left over, and you can do enchiladas or something later. If you're chopping up an onion, you can save the peel and make bone broth with it, or vegetable broth for that matter. So I'm just gonna go ahead and chop that up. So now that's all gonna saute in here. Now, my most important seasoning for something like tacos is cumin. So I put a lot of cumin. I'm actually gonna measure because I don't usually measure just out of convenience, but for you guys, I'm gonna measure so I can tell you how much I'm putting in. Now this is gonna be for 2 pounds, so you guys can adjust it to your taste preference and amount of meat. But I'm gonna go ahead and put, let's see, about 3/4 of a tablespoon. Or 1.5 teaspoons-ish. Oh, what the heck, I'm gonna put a whole tablespoon since there's 2. Okay, 1 tablespoon of cumin. You can see I'm really specific here, right? I want to encourage you that if you feel like it's too complicated, it's not. It's only as complicated as you make it. So I'm gonna put in a teaspoon of salt. Just have fun and experiment and learn. There's so much to learn in the kitchen. It's amazing. Okay, chili powder, another thing that I'm going to put in. I'll do about a teaspoon of that as well. And then I'm going to do 1/2 teaspoon of garlic. Don't want to overwhelm it with garlic, but just give it a little bit of flavor. It's my opinion anyway. All of this is just my opinion. Do what you want. All right, and then I'm going to do about 1.5 teaspoons of oregano. And the same of basil. Just kind of overflowing. There we go. That in, and then that's gonna saute up. I'm gonna flip my cutting board over. It's important. So I don't want my lettuce to taste like raw onion. I'm gonna use this plastic knife. If I can find one of these, I'll link it. It just keeps your lettuce from getting brown as quickly as it would if you used a metal knife. Doesn't that look refreshing? Yay, it's so pretty. I use this to stir the meat because I'm trying to break it up too. Now, I don't always do this, but you can put your condiments in pretty bowls with spoons just to make it look nice. Got this salsa from Aldi. If you want to see that haul, I will link it in the cards and below. If you want to be fancy and make your own salsa, that's amazing. I usually don't, but homemade salsa or pico de gallo, it's like. Then I'm doing, this video is not sponsored by Aldi, I promise. But here's some pinto beans that I got from Aldi, so I'm just gonna put those in a bowl. You can make your own too. Sometimes I make them from scratch, and sometimes I just like to have these on hand for emergencies or days when I'm just trying to get things done faster. I should also say that I usually have my kids in the kitchen cooking with me. I would maybe have my 8-year-old grate some cheese, or even my 4-year-old can grate some cheese, and my 8-year-old could cut up the lettuce for me. Somebody could put these in a bowl for me. On YouTube, I don't show a lot of my kids on here, just personal preference, but normally they are running in and out of the kitchen, and I grab them to help me every once in a while. If you already make taco salad quite often, what's your favorite side, or what's your favorite spice to put in it? Do you make any like homemade guacamole or homemade salsa on the regular? I am here to learn. I'm just sharing what works for me, but I'm always here to learn something new. When I'm putting sour cream, obviously if you don't do dairy, skip this. Or some people say you can use yogurt instead of this. The other day I used cottage cheese, and my husband was actually really happy. He's like, you could put cottage cheese on anything and I'd be happy, so I was like, okay, noted, but today I have the sour cream. So. Normally I would just eat it, scoop it out of here and put it on somebody's plate, but since we're doing this fancy, like somebody's coming to dinner, we're gonna put it in a nice bowl with a spoon. I have some fresh cilantro that came in my produce bag. I normally don't buy a whole lot of fresh herbs, but I think they're awesome when I have them. When I grow them in my garden, I love them, so today I have some. And it smells really good. So I'm gonna chop some of this up. All right, stir it up again. So if you start the meat first, you can stir, stir, stir as you prep everything else. So it kind of saves you the most time that way. And if you have chips, it's gonna go a lot faster, but I'm gonna make tortillas this time. But chips are usually the way to go if you're not wanting to do all the things yourself. Okay, this is about done, so I'm gonna put it in a bowl. I'm gonna grate the cheese. And then I think all that's left is the tortillas. So I pulled it out of this with a pot holder, and I set it on the stove so it'll cool off faster rather than being on the hot surface. Then you can serve it just in there, or you can get a bowl or something like this. I would like to get a salad shooter, but for now, I'm doing the old school thing. Sometimes I buy it pre-shredded, but usually I like to buy it in the block because it doesn't have things like mold inhibitors and things to keep it from caking, like anti-caking agents and that sort of thing. So usually I like to buy it in a block. I usually get Cabot because my cousin sells milk to Cabot, but they didn't have it wherever I went this day or something, so just got whatever was there.
So I am making some paleo tortillas. They're made with tapioca flour and coconut flour mixed, and then like other ingredients like eggs and oil and that sort of thing.
So that's everything. Thank you so much for watching. I will leave the link in the description box for the tortillas. It's not my recipe, but I think it's fun. It's actually a paleo recipe. I don't necessarily eat paleo, but I just enjoy making fun recipes. Be sure to check the description box for all the other ladies' videos. I can't wait to watch them. Like this video if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't yet, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!